Yeah, it's so weird to be doing this again because I haven't done this in so long. But I'm so excited to be back vlogging. So first I'll say hello YouTube. I've been saying hello Instagram a lot, but now it's hello YouTube. So welcome back to my third grade classroom. For those of you that don't know me, my name is James and I teach in Georgia and I teach third grade. So yeah, it is January 14th and we are on our first, well really our second full week of 2019 and today was a great day. It was a super busy day and it felt very nonstop. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, I've been sharing a little bit about my grade level piloting a new schedule. So I'll definitely talk more about that throughout this week, hopefully, and share some things that I am working on with my kiddos. Pretty much we have incorporated 30-minute enrichment / remediation blocks for reading and math into our schedule. And so there are 6 teachers on my grade level and we all have split our students up across the different teachers, and sometimes we have resource teachers and support teachers that help as well. So I am pretty much, in short, doing one remediation group for reading and then I do an enrichment group for math. So we have a little bit of both worlds there, and it's been so exciting. So we introduced the new schedule to our students on last week when they came back from winter break. Friday was like a trial run for the first time. It went great. So today was like the first full day that we implemented the schedule and it flew. It'll be interesting because time is definitely of the essence. And it was like there was never a dull moment, which is good because kids need to be constantly moving. And when they have downtime, I think that's when behaviors start to go wrong. So I think it's going to be good. I am so excited about it and it is already just going so well. So I will definitely kind of share some more things that I'm working on with my kiddos. But just wanted to hop on and say hello and happy Monday. I am actually leaving. It's 4:45 and that's pretty early for me to leave, but I'm going to meet some friends for coffee. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, other than that, I mean, today was a pretty normal day. I will say one of my favorite things that we did today, because I do live and teach in the state of Georgia, we did just elect a brand new governor, Brian Kemp, who was inaugurated today, and so his inauguration was live streamed through our local news station, and I actually did not plan to watch it, but it 13 WMAZ, my news app, it popped up and I thought, well, this would be kind of a cool thing to let my kids see. So we live streamed it on the smart board, and when we came back from recess, pretty much they got to see his speech at the very end, and it was just a very powerful speech. And you know, I didn't get to teach any content today, but I just think real world stuff like that is so important for our kids. And, you know, all politics aside, he is the new governor, and I just think it's important that kids know that we respect our leaders and things like that. So it was really neat to see kids that I teach who were a little bit nervous about watching it and felt like they might get in trouble by their parents, but after they heard him speak, they were excited and they were really kind of a big fan of his. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed that, and he actually mentioned how one of his big missions as the governor is to improve the number of kids reading below grade level in third grade. So it was really neat. They felt like, oh my gosh, this guy is fighting for me and he cares about me. So that was a really powerful moment from the day, and just I love little moments like that. So I'm not going to keep you any longer. Just wanted to hop on and say hello. So excited to be back. I'll hopefully be able to vlog a little bit more throughout the day tomorrow. Should be a little less hectic, but yeah, just wanted to hop on and say hello. Hope everybody's had a great Monday, and I will see you guys in the morning. So happy Tuesday. I'm jumping ahead to Wednesday already. It feels so much later in the week than it is. And confession, it's 6:57. I'm still at school. Although I have been hanging out with some friends, so not totally just working and hanging out. And I'm getting a phone call. Hold that thought. This is real important. Hola.
What up?
Okay, so you're totally on my vlog right now, so say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
All right, I'm gonna talk to this person on the phone and I'll be right back, friends. And I'm back. Sorry. I got asked to judge Miss Clemson in South Carolina, and I have a good friend of mine that is a teacher, and she is like a diehard Clemson fan, so I had to tell her the exciting news, and that's who called. So yeah, today was, I feel like, so fast. I feel like with my new schedule, the day goes so quickly, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like I have to use every single second or it goes. But I'm really, really enjoying it. Once again, like I said yesterday, it's been so much fun with the new schedule and just really working with our remediation and enrichment groups has been nice. So yeah, really, really loving that. Totally just lost my train of thought. Other than that, I don't really have anything super exciting to share, so it is talent show audition week. I think I said that yesterday. I can't remember, but it is talent show audition week, so I run our school talent show. That's been super fun so far. We'll have 2 more days of auditions, so it will be even crazier tomorrow. I'm going to try to take you with me to auditions tomorrow so I can give you a little sneak peek. But other than that, I am going to go home now at 7:19. Literally take a nap and come back and do this all again tomorrow. So happy Tuesday, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Hey friends, happy Wednesday. It's halfway through the week and it is 6:15 at night. And I'm just vlogging for the first time. I really wanted to vlog this morning and I got here and had to make some copies for my grade level. I am not loving this angle either. There we go, much better, much more flattering. And then I was busy during specials getting talent show stuff ready. We just finished our second day of auditions. So much fun to watch. We had our 2nd and 3rd graders that auditioned today. And I just love that. This is really fun. This day is always cool for me because a lot of these kids I either teach or they're in one of my groups throughout the day, or I know them from past talent shows. I'm jumping ahead, guys. So it's just cool to watch them get in front of a panel of judges and show their heart through their gifts and talents, and it's so much fun for me. And I just love, love, love that aspect of it. It is so hard that I have to not let them all be in the show. That's the hardest part about it, but it is important that we make the right decisions and that kids know you don't make everything. Not everybody's going to make the show. Not everybody's going to win an award, and that's okay. You know, it is so much more than that. So that is the hardest part about it, though, and it does break my heart a little bit. So anyways, let me show you really quickly something I did today with my reading group. So I have been Instagramming and vlogging all week, and I can't remember what I have said to Instagram and what I've said to the vlog. So I don't think I have shared a whole lot about exactly what we're doing schedule-wise. Basically, we revamped our schedule. I really hope I have not said this. We revamped our schedule, and we now have 30-minute enrichment and remediation blocks for both reading and math. So I have one group that is, I have a reading reading and remediation group, and we are focusing specifically on comprehension. So I have 6 kids that I work with every day from other classes. I don't have any of my students, actually. They're split up into other rooms. And we are focusing on strengthening our comprehension skills. So one of my favorite Teachers Pay Teachers products is Jen Jones Visualizing Assessments. And it is such a cool product because what happens a lot of times is kids who are struggling to comprehend what they read, they can read it beautifully and accurately, but they just can't comprehend what's happening. And it's most of the time because they're not visualizing what is going on in that story. And that leads to a lot of the comprehension problems that we see with those students. So throughout this assessment and this really cool product that Jen Jones has created, you are teaching students to visualize, and you are teaching them to visualize by practicing drawing what you are noticing and seeing and observing in the story. So today we did, and let me take you across the room for a minute. So today we did a story that was called The Table, and it was a little quick story I don't know that this is going to be flipped the right way. Looks like this. This is the format of the product. So they read the story, they sketch in the box, and then there's some comprehension questions. So the way that we do it is we read it once just to kind of get the gist. Don't y'all love my New Year's tree back there? We read it once to get the gist, and then, sorry, not loving this angle either. And then we read it again, really observing all parts of it. So I this time drew it on chart paper. I am sure that this is backwards. But I just wanted to show you kind of really quickly. This story was all about Girl Scouts learning how to set a table, and it gave very specific directions on how to set the table. So the kids had to really pay close attention to every little direction that it was given because it told specifically where everything is placed. Side note, I am not an artist. I never claimed to be an artist, and this is really pathetic, but it's good because my kids, most kids all the time, I mean, there are, you know, sometimes random kids that can draw, but most of the time kids aren't the best artists either, and they get so frustrated with that, but I'm like, listen, if Mr. Brian can do this, you can do it. So they find a little hope in the fact that I don't draw well either. But I sketched it really big on chart paper so that they could see it a little better, and they sketched in their box. And that was really, really beneficial. I have not done it that way before. I've done this a couple of times with other groups, and I've never done it that way, but I really liked doing it this way. So tomorrow we'll come back together. We'll probably reread our passage again, and then we'll probably talk about our picture and how we visualized what was happening in the story, and then we'll go through and answer the questions. And usually what happens is they are able to answer those questions better because they have visualized, and they have visualized by practicing drawing out that story. So such a great product. I don't even remember how much it was, but it is one of the best things I've ever bought, and I've bought some really great things on Teachers Pay Teachers. So definitely check out Jen Jones and Hello Literacy. She is one of my favorite literacy gurus out there in the world. So definitely wanted to give her a shout out. That's been so much fun. I'll share a little bit more hopefully tomorrow about what we're doing with my enrichment group with math. But right now it's 6:20. I need to go home and take a little nap so I can do this show all again tomorrow. We have a faculty meeting in the morning, so I'm gonna guess I may try to sneak in with the vlog camera so you can get a little sneak peek. But we do have a faculty meeting tomorrow where we're talking about kind of our third grade schedule and what we're doing with our kids and how it's going so far. So excited to share that with our school. And then I'll teach all day as always, and then we have our third and final day of auditions, and then we have to narrow the list. So hope your Wednesday has been great whenever you see this. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm so proud of myself because this is the first time I've vlogged first thing in the morning. So it's 7:09. I've been here for a little while just kind of getting some things ready for the day, and I'm going to finish doing that, and then we have a faculty meeting in just a few minutes. So I won't be able to stay on long, but just wanted to hop on and say good morning, and I will hopefully get some footage from our faculty meeting, hopefully take you along, and I will talk to you guys later in the day. Everybody, happy Thursday. I know I spoke to you this morning, which I'm so proud of. Didn't talk to you until now, which is 6:35, but it's all right. I am proud that I got to do a little clip this morning. That is progress, and I'll take it. We just finished our final day of talent show auditions. It's a little bittersweet because I love this week so much. It is so much fun to watch those kids get in front of just a panel of judges, 3 judges and me in the room, and to just perform their heart out. And what I was thinking about is that so many of those kids get in front of us, and you have the kids that come back every year, but you also have kids that are new that come every year, and so many times they get in front of us and perform, and I don't even think they understand how talented they are. And just to be able to encourage them and support them, and that is the coolest thing in the world. We, the judges and I, have cried together this week and just been so blown away by so many performances this week, and it's just so much fun for me. I think I may have said this before, but I absolutely love teaching, obviously, and this is the best job in the world because I do love it so much and feel like this is where my heart is every single day. But I also have this passion for the theater and for just, the arts and production and things like that. And so for me, this time of year and this talent show specifically is a chance for me to marry both of those together, and that is like just the coolest thing in the world that I get to do that. And this was just like a little dream that I had a couple years back, and it has by far blown me away and by far exceeded any dream or any expectation I ever had. And I am just so happy about it. So I feel like I'm super cheesy tonight, but it has been so much fun this week. I don't know if I've told this story on YouTube or not, but I know I shared it on Instagram. But when I was in elementary school, which wasn't too long ago, I auditioned and was selected to perform in my talent show several times, and that was one of the most incredible moments for me and moments I will forever cherish. I went through a lot of bullying when I was in elementary school. Darn, I was on such a roll there. Anyways, I think I was saying before my camera told me that I had no memory card space, that I went through a lot of bullying in elementary school, and for me, when I got on the stage in those moments of that talent show, that was, freeing for me, and it was such a life-changing experience, and I felt in those moments I could fully be myself and be proud of that. So, those are moments that I will forever cherish, and I know that students go through those same things, and my whole vision and my whole philosophy behind this is I want them to feel that same thing. I know how powerful the arts and just performing in general can be, so I'm hoping to provide that for students just like it was provided for me. So that's kind of why I love doing this, and I'm always reminded of how powerful it was in my life during this week. But I'm just like the happiest person in the world because I just love this time so much. Now I have a whole ton of things to do because now the real fun starts, and I have to send out all the letters. So every kid that auditioned will get a letter saying that they either made it or they didn't make it, which is the worst part of this. That's the only downfall of the week. And so before that, all that goes home, they are placed in either Act 1 or Act 2 because they come to rehearsals depending on what act, so it kind of makes rehearsals a little easier. So I have to sort them into acts and what days they come to practice, and have to make sure that we don't have duplicate songs in any acts and all that good stuff. So all of that has to be done before any of their stuff can go home, and I have to fill all that out and stuff. And they're supposed to be notified tomorrow, and I have heard a lot of kids are ready and waiting, so I have to make sure that's done. But I can do it. I think I'm going to go home because it is now 6:40, and just get some rest and chill out because I am super exhausted, but it's the best kind of exhaustion there is, and come back early and do all of that, and I can do some during my planning tomorrow too. It will be done. It can be done for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on and say, it's been such a good day. My kids did amazing today. I loved my reading and math groups today. So because it's been a super long clip already, I'll wait and share some of that tomorrow. But just wanted to hop on and say hey, and know that I didn't forget about you, YouTube. I'm still here. So yeah, I'm going to peace out, and I will see you guys in the morning. Hey everybody, sorry for the shake there. Happy Friday. Guilty again. It's 7:20 and it's the first update of the day. I have had a super productive day, but I have been very nonstop, which is not anything unusual. First, I would just say I got here at like 6 a.m. I went home, literally went to bed last night and got up very early, showered, went to Dunkin' Donuts, and got here really early because I had to do all of the talent show things I was telling you about. So I had to sort all of our kids in their acts, write their names on their papers, get them all printed and delivered and all that good stuff. So it was all done before they got here this morning, which was great. I was thinking I might have to use my planning, but I didn't have to. So sorry, I'm getting Facebook messages on my phone. It is a little bit sad today just because I did have to deliver the letters of the kids who didn't make it, and that is by far like I've said all week, the hardest part about it, but I just think it's such an important life lesson for these kids. And that's just the real world. And I think it is good that they know that from the get-go as an elementary school student. But the heart inside of me does break a little bit. But it's okay, because I'm super excited about the group that I have to work with. So we will start rehearsals next week. So I'll be sure to take you along so you can see a little bit of that. Other than that, it was a very normal Friday. We did decide, I was just sharing this on Instagram, that we aren't going to switch with our remediation and enrichment groups on Fridays. So that will give us an extra hour, because we have 30 minutes for each subject, math and reading, to have with just our homerooms. So I am really excited about that, because I feel like it's a good time for catch up, and there's so many assessments that happen on Friday. So that will be good. And I also just love that I get to spend a little more time with my homeroom. It is interesting. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time with other children, which I love, but I am excited that I get to spend some time with my babies, mine. So that's the good part about that. And it was funny. Today I was like missing my groups that I work with every day now. So I'm loving our new schedule. Let me show you really quickly something that I did with my reading group yesterday that I don't think I shared here. I think I showed you what we did on maybe Wednesday, but I want to show you what we did on Thursday to kind of parallel with that. So I'm going to turn you around so that you can see this. So you saw this on Wednesday or whenever we did it, when we read our passage about the Girl Scouts setting the table and how we were working on visualizing, and so we sketched what we read. So then yesterday used that same passage, and we had 10 questions that went along with the passage. And what's really great about this, and I love this, is they start very right there. And we talked a lot about how a lot of the questions are right there in the passage. You just have to find it. So we went through all the questions, and we found the evidence for that in the passage, and we practiced highlighting, and then I wrote the answers on a chart so they could see it. So that's what this is. So a lot of those first questions were very right there in the text. The answer was explicitly stated in the text. Now, when we got to like 8, 9, and 10, I loved these questions as well, because they were a lot of inference-based questions. So they had to use what was there in the passage, but also combine it with a little bit of their opinion. And that was such good thinking. So like number 8, I think it asked them, why do you think the Girl Scouts were learning this? Number 9 was, I can't remember what number 9 was. Maybe do you think it's a hard job to do? And then number 10 was, what do you think somebody would do when they sat down at the table with the napkin? So again, questions that weren't explicitly in the text, but they had to use what was there and then combine that with their opinion to be able to answer it. So they really enjoyed that, and it was so much fun. I am loving that group. It's 6 sweet kids, and they are so much fun to work with, and I just feel like they're going to really grow in the area of comprehension because of that amazing product. So again, if you don't have that and you need something for comprehension, and you teach, I would say 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, that visualizing assessments product on Teachers Pay Teachers from Jen Jones at Hello Literacy is phenomenal. So I'll keep you posted on how we use some more of those, but that's just what we did this week. So we will probably do another passage together next week just to consistently build those skills. The other thing we've been doing this week in math is geometry, which it's funny because I feel like we get a lot of mixed feelings about it. Mixed feelings about it just from teachers. I really love teaching it. I think it's so much fun. It is very complex, but I had a really incredible, I feel like that word I use a lot, but she was an incredible teacher of geometry in high school, and I think that's where I fell in love with it. So I love teaching it in 3rd grade, so I wanted to show you kind of how I did it this week. We had a really great PowerPoint that we used. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I told them that geometry and shapes are kind of like a family, and they're all related in different ways, and that, you know, you can be a teacher or a brother or a sister, but that doesn't mean that you're still not a cousin or an uncle or a grandchild. And so we talked about how shapes are the same way. Like all of the shapes we learned this week are polygons, but then like your quadrilaterals break down into other shape names. And it got real fun when you get down here, when you have like parallelograms that break into squares, rhombuses, and rectangles, and how a square is a rhombus, but a rhombus isn't a square, and all that good stuff. So that was just a really cool visual, and we called this like our polygon family tree that we kept adding to. So that was really fun, and I enjoyed teaching that to my kids this week. Other than that, I have a pretty clean room, except for some papers that have just blown onto the floor because the air just turned on. So I'm feeling good about next week. I feel like I have so much done and got a few little things done that I really wanted to, and I have gotten to vlog all week, so it's been so much fun. I am so sorry that this is a 7-minute clip, so I'm gonna stop talking so that you don't have to listen to me anymore. But I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm so excited to be back in the vlogging world and back on YouTube. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a like, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe. That would mean so much to me. And everybody have a great 3-day weekend. It's Martin Luther King weekend, so enjoy your holiday weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.